back. So for this video, it is the first Shadow Showdown with the winner, Jaclyn Hill. It is going to be the first episode of my series that I'm calling the Shadow Showdown, where I basically battle two of my favorite eyeshadow palettes, and I post a poll up on my Instagram story and I let you guys pick the winner. So for the poll that I posted last week, the winner was the Jaclyn Hill palette. So I went ahead and created this look using this palette. So if you do have this palette yourself, try this look out and send me some pictures. That way I could see if you recreated it or if you copied it exactly, whichever one, let me know. That way we can be twinsies and I can post some of you guys on my Instagram, and if you tag me in there or if you tweet me, then I could like retweet some of your tweets. So let me know. I did want it to be pretty wearable, so I did keep it with the reds and the oranges, but still brown, still neutral. I also tried the brand new Kylie Cosmetics Kris Jenner Give Me a Kiss lipstick. This color right here. It's so pretty. It smells really good. It's like a creamy matte. It's like a velvet, but still really creamy. Doesn't feel drying. Like I'm looking at myself in the mirror right now and it feels awesome. If you want to see how I did this look, then just keep watching. So this week's Shadow Showdown was against two of my favorite Morphe palettes, which is the 24 Grand Glam, the 24G, or the Jaclyn Hill. So the winner was Jaclyn Hill. I did ask on Instagram what you guys wanted to see, and in the poll, everyone picked the Jaclyn Hill, which I figured this was an older palette, so I didn't know if people still wanted to, see any kind of looks with it, but you guys did. So definitely going to show you how I got this look. I feel like it's still very wearable, even though you do have a little bit of a blue-green down here. I feel like that, for me, I just had to add a little color because I do these colors so much that by adding that green, makes it a little different. You experiment a little bit more, it's a little different, but that's what I like about this palette because it comes with those like really purpley blue shades down here, the greens and the deep, deep, deep purples. So you do get a chance to experiment while at the same time having like a perfect everyday palette. So this is the look I came up with. I really, really liked it. I actually took my time and was like, what can I really do with this palette that I haven't done before? How can I make it me but still make it wearable for everyone else out there who like has this palette and wants to know what to wear. So I'm going to zoom you guys in, show you exactly what I do on this eye. That way you know step by step exactly how to get this look. If you have this palette, you can get this look and you just, take your time. When you gotta blend as much as this, I freaking had to go get some coffee, take a breather. Like you can't rush the process. You have to just ride the wave. You just gotta blend, 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 blend. But I'm going to show you all the steps, so if you want to see exactly how I get this look, then just stay tuned. So the first thing I do is I take a little bit of my Smashbox 24-hour primer. I love this primer for like when I need my makeup to last all night long. That is like the best primer. Like I really feel like that primer is one of the best. I love the Urban Decay one, but this one is just so long wearing that I feel like it really makes a difference. So I just kind of set that all over my lid. I broke a nail over the weekend, you guys. Came in clutch though for blending out my primer because I usually have to do this with a brush. So, okay, so now that I applied that all over my lid, now I'm just going to take a little bit of translucent powder and kind of set that down. I'm just going to go in with a little bit more translucent powder and just really pack it right here. That way, if any shadows do fall, then I can just wipe it away. So I went in with the Morphe M411. This is one of my favorite brushes. I love this brush so much. So the first color I went in with, kind of up here, that just looks like very orangey, mustardy yellow. That one is the shade Creamsicle, so that one right there. So I just took that one with my brush and really just put this all over my crease. I brought it very lightly, almost up into my brow. Just just very lightly. Towards the end, I kind of did like a cat eye wing effect. Not too intense though, just because I don't want this to be a cat eye style. Since I'm not doing the wing liner, I really want it to be kind of a rounded shape, but I still want it to extend out here. So now I'm going to go in with my Stila number 9 brush. It's just a tapered blending brush. So now I'm going to go in with the color Butter, which is right next to the creamsicle. It's just a little bit more of like a darker orange. So I'm just putting that underneath where I put that creamsicle color. Kind of blending the two colors together without going too high up, because I do want them to transition into that yellow. So I kind of just blend them together a little bit like that. You don't want it to be too high up, you still want that yellow to peak. Then I'm going to go back with that brush and that same mustard yellow that's left over on the brush. I'm not going to redip it, and I'm just going to blend out the edges of those two colors. Now I'm going to go in with the Morphe M433. It's almost like the other brush, but it's kind of like pinched together, so you can really get in the crease. Now I'm going to go in with the color Hunts, which is this one right here. It's just like a really like deep red orange. So I just blend all those colors together, not too hard though. I try to still keep it below the other two shades. You don't want them to like merge together into one color. You really want it to be like a very gradient effect. So in order to get that really nice gradient, now I'm going to go back in with that Stila brush with nothing on it and blend the two together right here, right in the crease. I'm just very lightly just blending the two in. Then I'm going to go in with the M441 with a little bit of that yellow color, not dipping back in the product, just blending out the other outer corners where the yellow shade is. So now with the same M433 and that same Hunts color, I'm just going to build up the edge over here, since when we did blend, we did lose a little bit of that intensity. Now I'm going to go in with the Morphe M514. It's just a really tiny detailing brush. Now I'm going to go in with these two shades right here, the Jax and Chip, I believe. With that small detailer brush, I'm just going to focus this right on the outer corner and just build it directly into the crease. Not going any higher than my actual crease. Then I'm going to go in with the color Jax and blend those outermost corners together. Once again, keeping it really low. You don't want to go too high up. You just want to keep this low and in the crease. Then you're going to go in with that 144 again with that slightly bit of yellow, but this time you're going to pick up a little bit more product. So you're just going to dip a little bit in there and blend out the very top of all those colors, just so that gradient really blends out. Then to really detail it, I'm going to go back in with that small detailer brush and the color Soda Pop, that one right there. It's just a deep plum. So I'm just going to go in with that one and deepen up where I did the last two dark colors. And I'm using very light pressure. I'm not like digging down. Now, as you can see right here, my eye is kind of folded. So when I open my eye, there's like two folds right there. What I've started doing now, honestly, is just cutting my crease, which I'll show you how to do that with concealer, and really packing on a and really packing on a shimmer color. I feel like really helps kind of disguise that and make your eye seem more open, because on this eye, especially with my lash on, I feel like you can't even tell that my eye folds. So now I'm going to show you guys how I cut my crease. I just use a little bit of my Shape Tape Concealer by Tarte, put some on the back of my hand, maybe like that much, not too much. Then I just take a flat concealer brush, just like this, super flat, super thin, and I take a little bit of that concealer and I just start putting it on my lid. But then what I do is once I get to about here, I don't want the shimmer shadow that I have to transfer up here. So I just open my eye a little. And that right there gives me an exact map of where my eye is going to open to. So I know exactly where to cut that. That way when I open my eye, it's not going to transfer over, and it's going to give the appearance that my actual eyelid is flat like that with no fold. So I'm creating an illusion to make my eyes seem bigger. So once I get here, I go in with the small detailer brush again with that darker deep plum color, and I just kind of pack it on the edge and blend it into that shadow. Okay, now that my crease is cut with the concealer, now I'm going to go in with the color Obsessed. It's just a very pretty like champagne-y sparkly color with almost like a bronze undertone. It's really pretty. I just kind of focus that mainly on the front part of my eye and just feather it out to the back. I do it more lightly in the back because I use different color shadows down towards the end, and I'll show you how I do that. Then when I get to my tail, I kind of do a gradient of some of the shimmer shadows. So the next color I go in with kind of in the end just to really create that gradient with shimmers is this one right here, which is called Faint. And it's just a little bit more like pink than the first color I used. So kind of like on the outer part of the center, I start putting that pink down. And I just pack that on next to the color I just laid down. And very lightly kind of swipe it this way. So it creates that gradient. So now that we've created that gradient with the next color, I go in with that small detailer brush. So now I'm going to go in with these two colors right here, Soda Pop. This one's Soda Pop and Chip. And I'm just going to really deepen up that outer V, just to give the outer corner some dimension again and to clean up that outer V. We don't want any glitter towards the outer V really, so we're really going to focus that deep color right here. Very gently bringing it into the crease, very gently, just like that. Next I'm going to go in with that M443, this one right here. So I'm just going to go in with a little bit of that Hunt's color, which is this one right here. And I'm just going to give a little color right here. Then go in with that M441 with that creamsicle shade. And then blend those out. Just because when we did those darker colors, I feel like we lost a little bit of these colors up here. Blend them all together. Now I'm going to take a brush and just sweep away that translucent powder that we had put there. I'll touch up my highlight when I'm done. So for my lower lash line, I went in with the color Creamsicle, which is just the first color that we used. I'm using a Sigma E25 brush. And I'm just taking a little bit of that Creamsicle and putting it all under the eye. Next, I'm going to go in with my IT Cosmetics smudger brush. It is the number 124. It's just a tiny smudge brush. And then I'm going to go in with this color right here, the Jack's color. And I'm really going to focus this towards the outermost part of the eye. And not really bringing it all the way to the inner corner. Then I'm going to take that Sigma E25 and blend out the red I just put down. Next, I'm going to go in with this Morphe F408 brush. It's literally like the tiniest little smudger brush. I'm going to go in with the color Soda Pop, which is just that really, really deep, deep purple. And I'm just going to put this very close to my lash line till about the middle right there. And then I'm just going to smoke out my lash line. Next, I'm going to go in with my Nude Sticks Magnetic Matte Eye Color in the shade Night. So before it dries, I'm going to really quickly go in with the color Diva, which is this one right here. It's just a really pretty, like, iridescent brown, blue, green color. So I'm going to take that and just run it all above that deep color. Then I'm going to take that small smudger brush with a little bit of that orange Jack's color and blend out the bottom of this green to really melt the two together. Next, I'm going to do a really thin liner on top of my lashes, only to just give a little bit of dimension and thickness to the bottom of my lashes. Not because I want to do a crazy wing liner, I just want a good base so when I apply my lashes, it looks really nice and it just really defines my eye shape. So I'm going to go in with the Tarte Maneater, which is just a little like liquid liner pen. And I'm just going to very thinly, and I'm just going to draw a very, very thin line along my lashes because I don't really want to cover that shadow we just did. Now for lashes, I'm going to be going in with my Lily lashes in the style Miami. These are like the most bomb lashes. Look at that. Like that is just like... So I'm going to pop those on with the velour eyelash glue and I will be right back. I will have a how to apply eyelashes video. I'm working on it, but I will be right back. So for the lips, I really, really want to go in with the Kylie Cosmetics Kris Jenner collection, the color Give Me Kiss. The packaging got me. Like, I never want to give the Kardashians my money because I'm like, girl, you're going to take all my money. But this is the iconic Kris Jenner middle finger, like, come on. I had to. Besides, it's not like it's a color I wouldn't use. It's like the perfect nude that I'll probably use every single day. So I'm going to first line my lips and then I'm going to go in and this will kind of be like a first impressions of this lipstick. So let me zoom you guys in a little more. Okay, so to line my lips, I'm going to go in with the Nude Sticks Magnetic Lip Color in the shade Freckle. And this is the Samantha collab. I love this color. It's like a really deep kind of nude. So I'm going to use that just to kind of line my lips a little bit. That way the nude isn't too nude. So I'm not going to really overline. So just like that. Now I'm going to pop the actual lipstick itself just in the center of all that. And this isn't a matte. This is like a cream kind of finish. Ooh, smells really good. Now I'm going to go in with my Real Techniques lip brush and just really blend that in. I love how it's like not too coral but not too nude and really complements like the earthy tone up here. Alright guys, well this is the look. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you give it a thumbs up and you subscribe to my channel. That way you get to see all of my future videos and you get to see them first. So I hope you enjoyed it and I will see you in my next one. Bye! Send me a free coffee. So you want... Hey, get you someone that loves you as much as I love Starbucks. Okay. Honey, I'ma get me a man. I just burped. Welcome to I'm expecting my man to just show up at my house and knocking at my door with some hot Cheetos and being like, hey boo. Also, this last weekend taught me that I can no longer fucking party like I used to in college. Guys, I'm pushing 28 this year. Oh my god. This looks gonna get you a man. I think I'm gonna wear my makeup like this for the Post Malone show and I'm gonna get me my postie. Like, oh my god, I'm just calling it. Go away.